Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. Welcome and welcome. I am Sophia Rego and I'm the founder of Fia Soul Wisdom. So today I come on to share a little bit about massage therapy, a little bit of a backstory. So I am an Ayurvedic massage therapist in foundation. I did my certification done in 2004 from a university in Pune. And that was my first way to get into body work, right? And then I went into learning different modalities. I worked with physiotherapy centers. I also worked with hotel industry in the spa. I got trained and I worked in that aspect. So I'm coming here today after 20 years of experience working as a body therapist. Now, what I want to share today is the difference between a classic massage and a spiritual holistic massage that I do. And I will be sharing a little bit of stories in between of experiences that I've had over the 20 years that I haven't shared. And this is one thing that I'd like to bring and share with you, my community. So let's start with classic massage, right? When you learn a classic massage, they teach you the science of the body, which is great. And that's one of the reasons my grandmother directed me to learn Ayurvedic massage was for that reason, to learn the science of the body, to learn um, how the muscles are formed, where the bone structures, and because any movement that's done can benefit or also can harm a person. So, knowing that is very important. Now, the second part of it is intuition. Reason why? Because it has to come from within you to actually go towards learning massage therapy. No one can force you into going to learn massage therapy because it's something very intimate in the sense of you're touching someone's body. As a therapist, you are, and as a person who's receiving, you're allowing someone to touch your body. Right? So it is both ways. You need to know who you're going to, who you're receiving massages, and also that you have the kind of intuition to give someone. So it's a very much of that space. And for me, it was from that space. I loved the idea of when I was 7 years old that a baby could be crying and then change into being, kind of given that comfort. She was soothed to go back to sleep after a massage. So that was my introduction to massage therapy was a newborn baby being massaged. And that's the part of the difference between classic and spiritual or holistic massage. And why? Now I'm going back to my 7 years, is because when I was seven, the traditional lady, and I go back to it's because I they gained their knowledge from experience. At that point, I don't think traditional lady were given education, right? And it was from this just the sense of knowing, intuition of how to treat a baby. I'm sure along the way, someone gave them the insights on, okay, because the baby, you should be so gentle, or you should do this, or you should do that. But I don't believe they had manuals or they have trainings. They all came from first being a mother to giving their own children the massage, and then from there taking it forward. So my first experience has been a traditional, which is very intuitive. And then I was directed to learn the science of the body because I wanted to take this as a career. And now my grandmother, the beautiful soul that she was, she knew that at that point, education, having certifications was very much needed. Why? Because growing up in our time, we needed to have education to get a job, a CV to say, okay, I've done this qualification and this qualification to land a well paid job or getting a well company to see your CV. So that was the aspect. So let me go into a little bit about what is spiritual massage for me after all my experience of the 20 years working, like I said, hotel industries, working with Reiki, working with physiotherapy, working with, yeah, just different modalities along the way. Today, I have been in business for 6 years in Stockholm, and I have kind of curated and work with my clients as a holistic body therapist. And what does that mean? Holistic being the spirit, mind, and body, knowing that each one has an essence that they bring ahead. I work very much with the mind too. When it comes to clients having stress levels, is first having them comfortable, not going into their mindset of judging what's happening. How can I relax my mind? Also knowing when to learn or read the body language if a client is receiving it well or not. I always recommend my clients to take at least 3 sessions with the same therapist. And the reason being that it takes time for a person to fully receive once they feel comfortable. And that all starts in the mind. What are the thought process? The funny video I've seen recently of a beautiful singer or a comedian who sang that she has lots of thoughts when she's getting a massage. Is the therapist seeing her body, or he's being very professional? But why is he working on a certain part of the body? Many of my clients come and they're very silent during the sessions, and I recommend them speak to me, tell me what is happening. So if you come to a session with me, I always have a spiritual talk, conversation, consultation with you. I get you into the space of understanding what it means to take deep breaths. What is the importance of speaking to your therapist that you like the session, you don't like the session, you feel a certain part or that is stressed during the session, not after the session, but during the session. So, this is what I like to share that energy work as a spiritual healer. We are not only tapping into the physical body, we're tapping into the energetic body. There's so many um, your nervous system holds so much of trauma sometimes, so much of information to you. Like we always say, when you are listening to your body of what is pain, pain is awareness. Pain is telling you that there is something that needs to shift. So, like I was saying, is that energy works with knowing where it is. Your step into coming into um, or getting booking a session with a classical, what's the intention? Or booking a session with a spiritual person like myself, what is the intention? If you follow me on Instagram, you will see that Ayurvedic session also has a deep understanding of balancing the body, getting things in alignment. So when I say, what is spiritual massage? With me, you're getting my experience, my learning, teaching, or wisdom that I have gotten from the understanding of the chakra system. I have the understanding from Ayurveda, which is one of the oldest science knowledge of the body. I have gained wisdom from learning with international companies, working with Espar, which is a UK brand, of having a structure on how to work on the body. I also bring in my knowing, my psychic abilities, which It's earlier on, many people were, I was scared to tell people that I was able to get messages while being a channel, while working on their body. One of the things my clients know is when I touch the body, I'm able to tell the gender of the baby. And why? Is because I take permission from the baby